My name is Michael Harris. I farm in Arvin, Edison area of the southern San Joaquin of California. I'm the third generation of a family farm.
We farm approximately 1,200 acres of mainly carrots, potatoes, garlic. We do have some hay, onions once in a while. Once the carrots have been germinated, or even once you've started the initial water, you have to keep that seed moist so it will continue to germinate and grow. And if you let it get dry, it'll just snap off and won't come up. Without irrigation, we have no crops. We have no livelihood. We have no income. So we have to irrigate our crops.
We can't wait for Mother Nature to come along and do what she wants to do to us. So we got to do it ourselves.
My name's Alex Adams and farm in Turlock, California. About 50% of the operation would be in almonds. The rest of the stuff we're growing for silage, dairy, cattle, forage, hay. We switched everything from flood irrigation to micro sprinklers, drip lines. We still, we're using well water. We use canal water. So the efficiency factors have changed quite a bit. We don't use near the water we used to. We're running almond trees, they say, take 48 inches of water a year. We're doing it on 16 or less, and the trees are doing just fine. The new technologies do work. They save a ton of water, and they save a ton of labor, too. Propane equipment's helped me meet the emission standards because we don't have any of the particulate matter that you have with the diesel engines, which has been a huge issue over the years in the Central Valley.
When you have a diesel motor, the state of California has just thrown particulate filters, EGRs, so many sensors at those diesel motors that it's made it so expensive. And it brings problems. And with this propane motor, we don't have to have all that stuff to fail at 12 o'clock at night when you need something being watered. With electric in this region is we have on-peak and we have off-peak for half the year. When we run that electric motor between 12 and 6 o'clock, it costs more. Once you throw in that need where you need to run in the hot times of day, propane walks away night and day because I can fire that motor up any time of day that I need to fire it up.
Since we put this propane engine in, this will be our third crop. And I would have to say right now, it's going to be a savings in fuel alone of probably between 35 and 40% overall, which is quite substantial.
Talking with the propane company and doing my own research, I wasn't 100% comfortable with it until we got that motor in and we got it fired up and it ran smooth and the numbers came back as they said the numbers would.
California producers use propane for a variety of uses, from heating, cooking, kind of your typical residential uses, but in addition to that, they use it for orchard heating, wind machines, and of course propane irrigation engines. The economics of what propane irrigation engines offer, they're low cost, low maintenance, low repair, they run very clean. So there's the cost-benefit analysis, if you will. And the other major factor is the greenhouse gas emission, or the environmental benefit in particular. So you have these two very important factors, and the overlap of these two factors, where they intersect, you'll find propane. And we're just glad that propane is part of that solution.
California ag producers can see a lot of value by using propane on their operations. The equipment that uses propane is very efficient, so it's a very cost-effective fuel to use on an ag operation. So as California ag producers deal with the environmental regulations, obviously they still need equipment that works extremely well for them on their farm, but they also need equipment that allows them to comply with the regulations they have to comply with. Propane equipment and propane as a fuel works very well to help them meet those regulatory standards and concentrate on what they want to concentrate on.
I think agriculture in California is incredibly important. We feed the world. We can grow it better, we can do it for less, and we're much better environmental stewards. Helping
the environment is everybody's concern, and we've seen with not only the cost savings, the emissions, the clean air, there's really no reason not to have a propane engine, especially in our state. It's really beneficial to the environment in this day and age.